Where do you save all of the ideas that you come across in the summer? Whether it's Facebook, Instagram, a book, a podcast, where do you put it? In this episode, I am going to talk about where and how I save the bazillions of ideas that I run across in the summer. Here we go. So be sure to stay for number 3 because number 3 is my all-time favorite way to save information all year long, not just during the summer, but every time I come across an idea. So number 1 is saving on social media on that platform. So I love Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube probably the most. Those are the ones that I use the most. I used to use Twitter and I just don't use that one as much anymore, but my top 3 are Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. On Facebook, I have 2 principal Facebook groups. So if you're a principal, you can join one or both of those groups. I have staff appreciation and motivation, and then I have principal productivity. And if you're a principal, there's 3 questions that are posed for you. You have to answer in order to join the group. We only accept school leaders in leadership, principal, or district positions. So fill that out and you can join those groups. But if I come across ideas in those groups, I save them using the Facebook Save feature, or the same thing on Instagram. Instagram has this little tag at the bottom of pictures, and if you hold on that, you can create groups to save ideas in. So on Facebook, you can save them to categories now. I think that was new a year or so ago. I don't even know. But I have a back to school category on Facebook, a back to school category on Instagram, and also on Pinterest. And you can follow me on all of those places and see the boards that I'm saving things to, and you can save the same things. That's where I save them so that when I do go back to work in the fall, or when I do go back to work, because I have about 6 weeks off, I know I have those saved, so I can go back to those places on my social media and scroll through and then add and do to those things some of the following things that I'm going to mention. Saving them on social media to different groups is probably the first one and the easiest one when you're on the couch, or you're at a ball game, or you're waiting in your car, or whatever you're doing during the waiting games. You can save them in social media so that you at least have them there. Number 2, I add all of these things to the Reminders app or the Notes app on my phone. If something will allow me to use the little share button on my phone, and a little share button comes up, if it'll allow me to share it to my Reminders app or my Notes app, I will. Notes is easier if I want to add some stuff, like I saw something that I really like and it triggers something, but I need to write more than what I would write in my to-dos, then I would go ahead and save it to my notes and then write a whole bunch of stuff. If it's something that I can just click out of that and add to my to-dos, then I'll do that. If I'm having a conversation with somebody, or if I'm on the phone, or I get an email or whatever and I remember something, I can add it to my reminders, because in reminders you can add a date and a timestamp. And what I'm talking about in this video doesn't really include a date and a timestamp, but you could if you wanted to. In this video, what I'm talking about really is just collecting them all. Then when I go back to my office in the fall, I can start plugging them in a variety of different places. I'm trying really, really hard to have like a no work summer and do some fun things and not worry about work, but it's just in my blood. So I just find school ideas. So that was number 2. Before number 3, if you have not liked or subscribed this video for other principles to find, please do that. But number 3 is going ahead and adding ideas directly to my calendar. And I'm going to give you my ultimate best example. Last year, David Schmitty, I think that's right, saved in one of our principal groups a gift that he was going to give, this red plate gift. And it has a whole poem and all this stuff to go with it. Well, it was too late by the time I saw it to get that many red plates as our Christmas gift. So I have in my calendar on December 1st to get the red plates. And You'd have to search the Facebook group for him to find what that means if you're in the group. But I did see actually red plates at Hobby Lobby, and I'm probably going to get, just so that you know, I'm probably going to get those, what are they called? They're not plates, but they're the chargers that you put plates on. And they had red ones because it's 4th of July. So if I remember, I'm going to go back and I'm going to get some now. And then if I get enough, then I'm done. But I already have it on my calendar that that's what I'm going to buy. And then I have on my calendar when I'm going to give it out. It's there. And if I need a reminder, it's going to pop up December 1st and it's going to run me, oh yeah, I got to go get those plates. And I won't run out of time. So my best idea for me personally in my workflow is to just add it to my calendar. And I want to talk about how busy we are. If you have time to sit down and organize yourself after school or before school, or you have it in your schedule, great. I find that as a single mom, a busy principal with kids in a lot of activities, I just have to do things just as they come. And that's why I go ahead and I just add it to my calendar if I think about it. Once I have it in one of those 3 places, other than the social media save area, I can forget about it. I don't have to go back to social media until the day that I plan when I get back to my office and I sit down, and that day or that time block, I want to go through and I want to go through all of the things I saved and what's going to work and what's not going to work. And then I can delegate out to my secretaries if it's something they can order or if it's something we need to make, we can do it that way. But I don't touch these things over and over again and have to think about them a lot. I have an idea, it's already in there as soon as I come across, so I'm not using mental energy, I guess what I'm saying, to remember all of the things I came across this summer and then be stressed. Where did I see that idea? Or post in Facebook, remember that idea that we had, and then everybody's searching for it or whatever, which is easy. And if you want to do that, sometimes that's okay. But I just want the ideas right when they come to me. That's it for my principal list for back to school and the 3 ways that I save summer information. How do you save your information? If in the comments you will write how you save your ideas, that would be amazing and super helpful to other principals. I know everybody uses different tools, so what I'm sharing might not work as well as what somebody else shares in the comments for you. So be sure to write in the comments your ideas for saving all of these ideas.